proceeding. Jim Irwin now reading out some checks on the status of the fuel cells as we continue to go. We'll go on an automatic sequence here in the countdown, starting at the 3-minute, 7-second mark in the count. From that time down, we will be automatic with the countdown driven by the computer. This will wind up with ignition of those 5 engines in the first stage at the 8.9-second mark in the countdown. The engines will build up to their full thrust. The computer will make a determination that we have 90% thrust in all 5 engines, and that will be the signal for commit or to release the vehicle. Our countdown is still proceeding, 9 minutes, 33 seconds and counting. This is Kennedy Launch Control. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. Mark, T-minus 5 minutes and counting. We're go on Apollo 15. This is Kennedy Launch Control. Lunar Module Test Conductor Fritz Weideck has come in over the circuit and informed the spacecraft commander Dave Scott that Lunar Module Falcon and the rover are go. Dave Scott thanked him for this and then also received a report from spacecraft test conductor Skip Chauvin that the command ship, which will have the call sign Endeavor, also is go. We've just completed our status reports, and the launch operations manager Paul Donnelly, the launch director Walt Kaprian, and the mission director Chet Lee all have given their goes. This is Kennedy Launch Control. We've just passed the 3-minute, 30-second mark in the count. The terminal sequencer has been armed, and we are go. Launch operations manager Paul Donnelly just wished the crew good luck and Godspeed and received an expression of thanks from all 3 crew members. We'll be coming up shortly on the automatic sequence. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Firing command enable. Firing command on. We have the firing command. We're now on the automatic sequence, and the tanks in the 3 stages of the Saturn V that contain those propellants will begin to pressurize. The countdown is still proceeding, and we're at now 2 minutes, 50 seconds and counting. We understand there's an estimate that there are more than 1 million people in the area here to view the launch. The traffic has been heavy since 2 o'clock this morning. The beaches are packed and the roads are packed. 2 minutes, 35 seconds and counting. We're monitoring our status board here in firing room 1. Our ready lights are on, concerned with spacecraft, emergency detection system, instrument unit. Our preparations are complete, and the automatic sequence is continuing. 2 minutes, 20 seconds and counting. We now have second stage liquid oxygen and third stage liquid oxygen supplies pressurized as the countdown continues. Coming up on the 2-minute mark, we'll be standing by for the cue ball cover to be retracted shortly atop the Saturn V vehicle. Mark, T-minutes, 2 minutes, T-minus 2 minutes and counting, still going well. Propellant stable on board the vehicle. The crew here in the firing room monitoring more than 300 red line values, watching temperatures and pressures to ensure they do not go above nominal. In the case that it did, any one of these key people could call in to hold the countdown. 1 minute, 36 seconds and counting, still going well. The pressurization sequence is still continuing in the vehicle. We're now 90 seconds away from liftoff, all still going well. We'll go on internal power with the vehicle at the 50-second mark in the count. We now get indications from our status board that all is still going well, and the third stage is now completely pressurized. Coming up shortly on the 1-minute mark, we're now 70 seconds and counting. Second stage tanks are pressurized as our countdown continues. Mark, T-minus 60 seconds and counting on Apollo 15. The astronauts are go, launch vehicle and spacecraft components all go as our countdown proceeds. Now 50 seconds, we have the power transfer. The vehicle now on the battery power on the vehicle, and all is still going well. Lunar Module pilot Jim Irwin making some final checks, now passing the 40-second mark. Spacecraft commander Dave Scott now has made his final check. That is aligning the guidance system. 30 seconds and counting. The guidance system will go internal at the 17-second mark. Now 25 seconds. We have complete clearance to launch. We are go. 20. 15 seconds. Guidance internal. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Ignition sequence start. Engines armed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All engines running. Launch commit. Liftoff. We have liftoff at 9:34 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
miles, altitude 95 miles. 78% velocity required for orbit.
You've had level sense arm now?
Roger. About 6 seconds to staging.
Stand by for mode 4 capability. Mark, you have mode 4 now.
Roger, good stage.
Roger.
Booster reports thrust okay on the S4B stage.
You have good thrust on the S4B.
Roger. Miles downrange, 94.7 altitude, velocity 23,230.
15 Houston, everything's looking perfect. Predicted cutoff time 11 plus 37. Over.
Roger, 11 plus 37. 1281 miles downrange, 93.4 altitude, 97% of velocity, 98% of velocity required, 25,143 feet per second.
Okay, cutoff, 11 plus 34.
Roger.
Booster confirms the S4B has shut down.
Okay, Houston, gamma motors are off, and the S4B oxidizer is 40, and the fuel is about 31.
Roger, 40 and 31.
Okay, Gordo, shut down on a VI of plus 25595, H dot plus 00008, altitude plus 00932.
Roger, out, copy. Houston, IU showed you in a 92.5 by 91.5. Radar confirms that, and the booster is safe.
Okay, Gordo, good job. It was a very smooth ride